Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Giants going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And the D-line pushing together, must be expecting the run. Now Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 45 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And New York set to take the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the back goes into motion. Second down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter. They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They run again with Ajayi. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And the Giants ready to come out now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Giants. Teddy Bridgewater, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This is Ajayi, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, Was it the team's execution, or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. It's complete to Brown, right side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first and 10, Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Bridgewater now on second down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He finds Beckham, complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we've...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They go back to the ground with Johnson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the play clock's running down. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ultimately, that did not work out for the offense, but they have to feel pretty good about the play overall. They were so close to having that thing pop for the yardage they needed, but instead, they actually lost yardage on that one.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now Wentz. Zertz with it, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They go to Johnson again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing his Wentz. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Wentz now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go.
The busy night continues for Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Johnson running left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now it's Ajayi, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They give to Johnson going right. And fights through one man. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.